Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be diving into Lord of the Mysteries Volume 3 Traveler. If you have watched the last two videos I have done on Volume 1 and Volume 2, uh, I am going to be giving a warning that these reviews do contain spoilers, and I want you guys to actually read the book first and then come and watch my reviews. Or if you haven't decided yet, I believe you should step into this video with caution. Now, if I would recommend you guys watch volume 1 and volume 2 before watching this video. Now, now that's out the way. Let's get into the meat of what the volume is mostly contains Klein Moretti leaving Blackland under the persona of German Sparrow, and the last events like the Blackland smog and other things, and takes to seas hunting pirates and meeting new characters. So let's break it down: the good, the bad, and everything in between. The good, the side characters. If I had to pick my favorite part of the volume, it's easily the side character. Lord of the Mysteries has always done a great job with character writing, but volume 3 really lets the supporting cast shine. People like Dantes, Anderson, Frank, Lee, and Catalea all brought a unique something unique to the story. And of course, the Tarot Club continues to shine throughout each and every volume I have read thus far. Every meeting and every dialogue does feel important, and it's also fun to read the thoughts of other characters other than Klein. However, I do have some things to say about the side characters, except Dantes and Frank Lee have been, up till now, my favorite characters that have been introduced in the book. Below probably Captain Dunn and Captain Dunn, yes. Below him, these two are my favorite side characters that have been introduced up till now. Another thing that I would, if now on to the main character, Klein Moretti. Klein's transformation into German Sparrow, one of his personas that he's now uh, under as as a faceless. It's one of the most satisfying parts of the story. He's come so far from the nervous scholar we meet at the start. His cold and ruthless, unhinged persona makes every scene he's in incredibly fun. Watching him balance between being an act and actually becoming some part of Gavin Sparrow was one of the highlights of the volume. His unhinged ability to immediately start a fight and such was actually much more exhilarating than the last two volumes, in which he more likely ran away or used help from other people. Although he still did use help, but it was a bit more exciting watching the fights. Now, going to the next part, if I have to say, if it's one thing that this book does very well, uh, con- excluding every other thing, it's world building. It never fails at world building. With Crane traveling across the seas, we get to explore many new locations, meet different factions, and deep dive into the lore of the world. The Church of the Storms, the various pirate crews, and the mysticism surrounding the sea just made this volume more alive than the last two volumes, which were more heavy in lore dumps than this was. Uh, Now, on to another thing that I liked this volume than the previous volume was the fights. They were much more descriptive, much more alive than before. The last two volumes did not have that many fights, and if they did, those fights were a bit too, how should I say that? Not boring, but not as much as exciting as this volume. Much more strategic, with more mysticism, artifacts, and beyond abilities, which were much more exciting to watch. However, every volume has something I think that should have been better. For this volume, although there are not many bad things in this, one thing that complaint would be my one complaint would be about this volume is that we didn't get enough of Alger's perspective. Uh, since we were literally in his domain, the sea, where the Church of Lord of Storm plays a big role, I was expecting to see more of his struggles and development. However, we did not see that, and the POVs of side characters remained the same, with Audrey and for Zinjo. And although we did get a bit of him, I was expecting much more of his perspective, and much less of Audrey and the other people, because we already had a lot of their perspective when we were in back volume 2. I was expecting much more in volume 3 to be Algar and Derek. Derek has been a character that I have liked throughout volume 1, 2, and 3. Although I did expect volume 3 to be much more about Algar and Klein working together, or invertedly, or something like that, to at least for them to meet and work much longer than they did in the novel. uh, the fight, the ending of this volume was a bit lower than the other two volumes, which are much more impactful and much more. They they made me feel a lot more emotions than this volume's ending, since it was just a fight where he won and escaped. I would say that the other two volumes ending were much better than this volume's. So thank you. I would rate this volume an 8 out of 10. My volume 1 rating would be 6 out of 10, and my volume 2 rating would be 7 out of 10. For this, it will be 8 out of 10. And so, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment and share this video.